Y'all, these UFOs are popping in our skies out of nowhere and doing whatever they want. We're starting in the Caucasus Mountains, July 6th, 2026, where witnesses saw this strange metallic sphere just above the mountains. What's really weird about this is they only started recording because they saw it come out of nowhere. Like, the sky was clear and then BAM! This thing just appeared as if it teleported there. Then, as they recorded, they actually caught it descending into the mountain. They did not want to let this go, and they recorded till the whole thing disappeared because they were in shock. And I love that because we talk about all the time, why aren't you recording these things till they're gone? We want to see what happens. Over in Australia, June 28th, 2026, witnesses captured this strange light pop in from outer space. Then they started recording, and as they zoomed in, they realized that whatever this was, be it one or two craft, there are two lights. It's a bit hard to see, but you'll see that they're positioned vertically. So one is just above the other. As it passes behind the tree line, you can actually kind of see it because the tree line dims it a little bit. But it's fascinating to think that whatever this craft is, it may have two sets of lights or emitting lights from two ends, or this could be two crafts flying close together. And we do wonder if they fly in pairs or in groups, as we sometimes see the bigger orbs releasing little orbs and the lights dropping slag. Then we head over to Mexico, July 5th, 2026. We're off the coast. People saw these strange lights over the water and started recording. Fascinating is it? You'll see just how many lights are above the water. It makes no sense, and there should be nothing there. And I love this because what's wild is that these things appear in the daytime as well. So the people that were there seeing it at night also captured a recording in the daytime to show us what exactly they were seeing from where they were staying. And guys, it's fascinating. And I have no explanation for it. And I don't even think it's like a massive UFO with a bunch of lights. I think this is a bunch of UFOs. Over in Chile, July 6th, 2026, witnesses saw these strange lights again popping into existence. What's fascinating about this is they actually started recording in time to actually capture other lights come in out of nowhere and pop into existence, as these witnesses have been saying. We get that, I don't even know, transportation, teleportation? We actually catch it on camera. There goes one, boom, followed by another. And like that other site that we saw, they're in a vertical formation. Where the hell did these things come from? That they just appeared in the sky like that? And I love this clip especially because a lot of the clips that you're seeing today, a lot of people said they started recording because these things popped in out of nowhere. And here we're seeing exactly what they're saying. These things are legit popping in out of nowhere. Fascinating and anomalous. Like, and where's it going now? And the bottom one left first, which I think it appeared last, so that's interesting. Where'd it go? What was that? Where'd they come from? Why are they traveling in pairs? Where the hell did it go? And there's more. Over in Brazil, July 1st, 2026, witnesses captured very similarly lights coming in and out of nowhere. These were actually green and a little bit brighter. The witnesses said that they were stunning and like nothing they'd ever seen. Not like stars, not like satellites or shooting stars. They had these beautiful green, almost iridescent sometimes with the way it would change, glow to them. And some of them would disappear quicker than others and move faster than others. But all of them were just appearing in the night sky out of nowhere. A lot of these people started downloading apps, and these are multiple different angles, different people. People started downloading apps to check sky guides, to see if there are satellites, to see if maybe there's like some type of emergency system where helicopters, even though obviously they're too high, they were trying to check for anything that could explain this. Nothing should be in the skies. So what are these? And I do agree, that one's actually really pretty. Sometimes absolutely stunning, beautiful, brilliant, bright crafts being captured by everyone in South America. And why are they coming into existence before our very eyes, materializing out of nothing, and then some of them disappearing? And more importantly, what is their purpose here? What is their goal? Why are they on our planet? There are also UFOs during the festivities of Independence Day. As from Canada, you can see some of the fireworks and witnesses actually captured a UFO, seemingly watching the fireworks as well. This at first I thought was like an elongated rod-shaped UFO, but when they zoom in you'll see that it has some weird shapings to it, especially along the bottom. I don't want to say prongs, but kind of, if you guys can see what I mean. It's kind of like two, but one of them blends in. These things are so weird, and it reminds me of the strange humanoid UFO that was captured in Sequoia Park quite some time ago. It's very similar to that, only this is a much darker craft or entity than that bright, brilliant one from the park. Still, at least we know what that one was doing. Everyone wants to watch fireworks. Next, we get a resurfaced clip from Mexico in 2020, where witnesses captured a strange, pill-shaped UFO in the sky. This is such a fascinating video, not just because we're capturing this anomaly in the sky, who witnesses said appeared out of nowhere, which is, again, one of the reasons I started recording. That and the shape of it looked very strange. And it hovered for quite some time, and then they actually captured movement, which you just saw here in the video. And the way that it moved was so smooth, and it stopped abruptly. It's fascinating. You're going to see this darker part under the craft. The witness said that they thought it was like a black and white craft at first, but at the bottom part, it wasn't exactly black. They said it looked more like a void, like it was empty, like space was missing there. And I find it fascinating. You saw their hand there. They were pointing it to their friend who was asking what they were doing at the window. They're like, I'm recording whatever the hell that is. You know, it's great because I've actually a few times captured UFOs when I was like with my brother or my cousin or my friends, and that's exactly what it's like. It's like someone, if you can get your camera, get it out. Don't even worry about us. Just keep recording whatever the hell that is. There was actually a very similar sighting in Yorkshire in 2020, and you can see that this UFO had a very similar shape. However, this one was trucking across the sky beyond the clouds, with witnesses saying it was seemingly trying to blend in with the clouds. But I do believe this was very much a Tic Tac or pill-shaped UFO, like the one that we just saw from 2020 in Mexico. And it makes me wonder if during 2020 pandemic, when we were all locked down and locked in, were they watching, observing us? So like, there hasn't been any noise from this planet lately. What the hell's going on? Back to Mexico, July 3rd, 2026, witnesses saw this orb come from deep space, according to the witness, and just start hovering before it decided to start trucking across the sky. It does sit still for a while, even in video, which is fascinating. We don't really have craft that can stay stationary for so long with no means of propulsion and decide when they want to move. But as you can see, this little sucker starts moving ever so slowly after it was stationary there for a while. Interestingly enough about this craft is, like many others we've actually seen before, witnesses say that there was like a sparkling around it, almost like little orbs or little gems moving around very quickly and very, very shiny and shimmery. The witness says you couldn't really capture it on the camera, although I do feel like sometimes I do see glimmers of those sparkles. I will say that we do want to remember, with a camera especially trying to zoom in, we are going to get some artifacting, which is why I can't tell for sure if that's exactly what we're seeing. But the witness said that these sparkles and flashes were apparent with their eyes, which makes me believe, as we're zoomed in here, that the sparkles that you see right near the ship that actually light up and they get very bright, like right there, bam, I feel like those were the sparkles they were seeing, and the fuzziness, obviously grainy and like black spots showing up, is because of the zoom and the quality dropping. But I do feel that on camera you can actually see the sparkle that the witness was talking about, and I find it fascinating. You can actually kind of tell here, especially because we had that tree line underneath for a moment, it does seem to have increased speed slightly. One thing I will say as we watch this video, for anyone who captures a UFO, don't just record it as long as possible and try and capture it in landscape. Although, if this is what you got, I get it. But try to capture things around the UFOs, buildings, trees, mountains, so that if it's moving, we can see the movement and we can try to estimate the speed. It makes it much easier to find out what's an anomaly and what isn't. However, I will say, with this clip, how it's moving, how it's sped up, and now it seems to be going slow again, and what the witness said about the sparkle, and what I think I'm perceiving in this clip as a sparkle, I do believe this thing is anomalous. And considering everything else that we've seen in this video today, with these things popping in out of nowhere, and we actually capturing this pop in on camera, I think it adds a lot of credibility, and it should make people open their eyes and see that there is something going on up there, and they're not being truthful or honest. They keep changing the damn game on what's going to be released, when it's going to be released, what we have, what we don't have, versus what the whistleblowers are saying. It's just becoming a hot mess, as opposed to the disclosure that we were promised. So if they're not going to give it to us, we're going to have to go search for it ourselves. So send in more UFO videos and keep your cameras up to the skies. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you made it this far, smash like. I'll see you in the next one.